everybody. Well, as you know, today is another day of the week where we have heat on, and of course, as the heat's on, it's getting my air dry. So I had to put the humidifier on in the bedroom to kind of get some moisture back in the air. So if I still sound like an engine eating oil, then you know why. Because I'm just getting the humidity back into the air now. Oh, that was a weird night last night. So let's talk about the unweird, and then we'll talk about the weird. We got the truck driving working. We got the wheel working. And there's still a few things I don't know where the buttons are for. For example, unloading and loading your trailer. I don't know which button does that. Which button to accept jobs. On my other controller, it was button A. Thank you very much, fellow. Much appreciate that. But the PlayStation 5 controller layout uses a square, a circle, an X, and a dime, and a triangle. And so, I'm not sure which shape is one that deals with different things. So, when we try to do some driving today, we're going to be taking a crash course or figuring out which button does what. Yeah, I will. That's what I was going to try to get to today, was remap the buttons. I did remap the two pedals in the back for turn signals because I have the H shifter, so I didn't have to worry about using those for a built-in gear shift. So I just used that as a the signal turn indicator or lever, and that works fine for that purpose. And it's funny just by having driven around Elko enough time in Nevada and the game, I was just kind of just blindly going where I was gonna go because I couldn't really read my GPS very well because it's too far down on the screen. So I need to move that and maybe make my GPS a little bigger or something. Or maybe I can move the GPS to another computer monitor or something or whatever. But until we can get a monitor and a bracket on so I can mount it in a different way. So I didn't get a chance to do any turtle well because I thought, well, okay, since this computer set for the wheel, let's see if we can get turtle working on VMware Fusion, and it just didn't want to play on VMware Fusion on my Mac anymore. Absolutely no go. Crash and burn repeatedly. So I said, hit the road. Hit the road. That's exactly what Michelle said. If you don't play on this computer, what good are you? Okay, good. So I'll play with you on Turtle Well on the new computer, which is certainly fast enough. It's certainly fast enough. Holy smokes! 3.4 gigahertz. That thing is a toaster. Well, it doesn't feel like a toaster, but it certainly toasts bread pretty quick. So I'm pretty happy about the fact is that the computer is working. I just wish I could find a way I could make it easily to change from driving the wheel game to playing Turtle Well when I have to switch keyboard out for the controllers. Yeah, you know what? I might have to do the same thing. I think on the Mac, I'll try that a little bit later on. But the first thing we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a portrait stream of the controller and the setup on the Mac. And then we'll try to do a live stream with me actually doing some driving. I'm gonna see if I just have to figure out which controller does which. I know my truck can use some diesel, so first thing I gotta do is find a diesel station and get a fill up. And no, it's just playing a game right now. It's not like I'm dealing with the viruses, antiviruses, and all that stuff. So now for the weird. Now, before anyone says anything, I ask you to let me explain the story as best I can. And yes, Ed, it does involve holy water and quaffing holy water, and because I do have holy water, okay. We got woken up. Me, Lumi, and Carmen was kind of visiting by some evil entity that wanted to shove things in my eyes. She woke me up and she said, "Enough's enough of this crap. It's time we deal with these bastards." I said, "How do you want to do that? You got any holy water around here?" I said, "Yeah, I still have homeless Mike's. Get it." And so we did. And so we splashed with the holy water in the face just to be safe. Drink it. Okay. So we drank it. Wasn't much left anyway. I said, "You feel any cleaner?" No. I don't feel dirtier, but I don't know why the guy's doing that. Oh, I'm going to find out the reason for that. Because the guy wanted to come back again. Carmen and Lumi met him at the equivalent of the door with a baseball bat. And I said, "You're going to tell us what the hell you're doing." And this is the nicer of the four. Okay. He said, "I've been trying to help blind away Michelle's eyesight better by improving her ability. I've been giving her the special gift of these implants that give her ability to do more things with her eyeballs. In your honest opinion, how effective have they been?" "Not." "Okay, then why even bother try? I just want to see her do better. But she doesn't know how to use these skills, so what good is it?" He said, Carmen said, "You take all the crap out of her eyes, out of her body you put in there. You give me every single one of those gizmos and you explain what they do to me one on one." Until he removed 100 little implants. And he put them on the table in front of Carmen. 99 of them ended up in the garbage can. Only one kind of remained as plausible. Was something that was supposed to control my eating habits. She said, "But even this one hasn't really been successful. But on the other hand, not a big deal. I'm still going to send it to the other side for analysis of this effectiveness of this device." And he said, "I really care about Michelle." He said, "I don't want Michelle to suffer the rest of her life." And Lumi and Carmen looked at them and said, "Well, did you ever thought of asking Michelle if she wanted any of this stuff?" I was afraid she was going to turn it down. "Well, she has a right to. It's her body. You're shoving things in her body without her consent. That's immoral, you can't do that." So he apologized. And she said, "Are you also the one," she asked, "that gives her that stupid quizzes that she can't answer?" "No, that's someone else. That'd be the last guy. We'll talk about him in a second." Second guy comes up. Let's call him Delta Guy. Now, this guy is, he's trying to do something similar with my ears. Trying to shove things in, audio implants in my ears. Kind of still talkative. But he said, "I wanted to make Michelle hear better." "Is it working?" "No." "Then why are you trying?" He said, "First of all," he says, "I care about Michelle too. But if you care about Michelle, don't you think you should be asking her if you can plant these things in her body? You didn't even ask her." He said, "I'm sorry about that. I just didn't think about it." The third guy was just a fan. He really wasn't in there for anything. He was just watching everything. And he said, "Why are you here?" Carmen asked him. "Well, I'm curious about Michelle. I've been watching her and how you interact, and I'm a little confused." And she said, "Why?" because you are a superstar and she's a nobody. You don't think nobodies need help once in a while? Carmen. But I mean, you could be working with famous stars like Fred Astaire or Ginger Rogers. A doctor can help doctors, but a doctor can also treat their own symptoms. Michelle is looking to get ahead in life and to grow in her presence. She needs the support. A doctor doesn't need the support of another doctor, except sometimes for advice. I don't want to have an epic guy, so let's just call him Joe. Joe says, yeah, but it's more than that, isn't there? Because you actually have feelings romantically for Michelle. And she said, yes, I do, but unfortunately I can't go ahead and do anything because Lumi and Michelle are married in this life. So I had to respectfully understand that I could only act as a friend right now. Does not bother you? Says Joe. No, because in the long run, I know it's going to work out good for us in Silver Moon. She said, I don't mind you watching, but I just ask you to be respectful. He said, okay. Now, the last guy. This guy immediately gave Carmen the finger. Told her without saying a word that he was not happy with her at all. Told her to go throw herself in the garbage can. And immediately, when she asked him why he was giving some impossible quizzes, this guy was as dark as Ace of Spades. I mean, this guy was dark, evil, malevolent, all the way through. She said, you've been giving Michelle impossible tests that makes you stay up all night long, sleepless, trying to figure out answer to your puzzles that she can't answer because there is no answer. Immediately gives her the finger. And she says, why are you giving me the finger? And he says in sign language, because I don't like you. All four of them, at least the first three, agreed to back away from doing any nasty stuff. The fourth one, he didn't make any promises. So, I just found that was very interesting. But finally, I had a good night's sleep. But Rusty was getting really angry at that man. Oh my God, my cat was clawing at me last night. I mean, he was literally digging his claws in me. Like, oh boy. Rusty, it's me and Carmen. We're here. No one's gonna hurt you. He looked at the cat and laughed before he faded away into obscurity. Joe was the other guy that was a fan. He didn't have a name for Joe. We just call him Joe, like plain Joe, average Joe. Just a visitor from the other side that would just check on us because he wanted to learn more about who we were. So he didn't mean harm. So that's all there is, Andrew. That's all there is to the story. No, Joe wasn't a member of any Soul Tribe. He's just a curious person. You see, anytime you're in the people on the other side can watch in on us lives and as humans, they can watch our lives. He was just curious to how me, Carmen, Lumi worked out our lives together as we do. He was just mesmerized because he just didn't understand why superstar like Carmen Miranda would be working with me instead of working with another superstar. Carmen said, well, because first of all, they don't need help. They already got their skills. Second of all, I love you. And I don't mean just as friend love. I mean love. I love you too for that reason. But I also love you as a friend, but respectfully keep my distance because of you and your relationship with Lumi. I don't know all their names. I don't know all their names. The one that gave us the gave Carmen the finger didn't give a name. He didn't give no name at all. He didn't speak. He was pissed and ugly and really, really brutal, and no one, even my cat was upset and scratching me, like to say, get the hell away from this guy. Not everybody has a name. So he wouldn't tell us anything. Well, I'm sure that fucker's gonna be back again. I'm sure. But we're out of holy water. Yeah, we gotta get more holy water and buy some from the church and get some from the church for the archdiocese. I'm sure everybody has a name. Even my coffee has a name, Folger's Classic Roast Instant Coffee. Well, finally got a decent night's sleep. But all the yelling that Carmen and me, Lumi, were doing with these people was enough to make my throat raw. And Carmen said to me, "Did you put on the humidifier in here yet? This place is as dry as the Sahara." I said, "No." She said, "Well, why don't you go put some water in the humidifier now and take a cough drop before you go to sleep so you can at least try to rest without having to feel like you're basically breathing sandpaper." So, yeah, I know they do it. We'll find out. I'll find out from Michelle. Don't you worry about it. We'll find the persons. He definitely was not from the mother's side. None. Actually, the first one, we know that we give him a name, but it's not any name because Noodles was playing the character. David from Texas there. That's the name they gave him. Kind of a Texas drawl kind of person, kind of nice, not really mean to be harmful. Just wanted to help everybody. The second one, we didn't give him a name. He was just kind of, again, curious. I guess you can, I don't really know what you would call him, but it didn't seem like a bad one. I didn't ask his name. The third one, he called himself Joe. And the fourth one is the one that totally was ambivalent and didn't want to give us nothing at all. Oh, yeah, we fight spiritual warfare with these people for 4 years in a row, at least. 6 and 8 years with the last one. 8 years with the last one. Doing you these impossible quizzes. I think the worst one we said, you have to find a needle in a haystack in 30 seconds or you will die. I think that was the worst test you ever did. That made you wake up, start screaming. Yeah, well, it's really not my season yet, but thank you so much, Andrew. And I'm gonna come on up. It's FRP. Welcome to the show.
Hi again at MicheleMarieDalene. Are you okay now? Haha.
Love to see you guys come up. FRP today. I also want to talk to Sherry Jackson about this and see if she can help me sort out some of the mystery. Yeah, it's funny, like, even when you're asleep, my life is always interesting. But it's true, I really do love Michelle a lot, and I really, been patient, and I do enjoy working with Lumi and things like that, but, I really do want to see how it's going to go on Silver Moon. when we all start over again as new people in a new life, as new children, and growing up together. I think this is going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah!
Kaldarach. Okay. Well, snow is kind of like extended release tablets of rain, if you think about it. It slowly soaks into the ground and then it refills the aquifers. So, snow certainly does have its value. Tons of people without power. Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Andrew. I never saw Rusty act like that in my life. I mean, he was really, really, really up on it. His hackles were up. Try to comfort him. He's sticking his claws in my arms. Now he's normal. He's like, oh, okay, things are cool. I said, well, no, things are cool. The only thing Michelle could do was just to let the cat just sit by himself by watching the door while we tried to clear up the emotional residual ectoplasm that was left behind by these negative entities. Gotta clean up a lot of my bedroom too. Got a lot of dust bunnies under the bed and other places. Yes, you do. And you gotta work on the clothing. Holy crap, you have so much clothes. I don't even know where you put them all. I mean, before you got them, like she's got a dresser filled to like Mount Wilson, all clothes stacked to the friggin' ceiling. Not quite that high. It's high enough. You gotta find out where to put all that stuff. Yes, we do. It's just weird today. What's weird? Yeah, what's weird? Looks like yesterday I was going on panel. No, wait a minute, Michelle. They'll be on panel soon. You know it will be. They're just this is one of the few days when we actually have 3 of us on panel. Maybe you should change the emojis for the 3 of us. Which one? Will you when your hair is green, dressed up in your... I thought that would get some attention. Later, Carmen. Oh, boy. Three or 4 entities, visitors, plus me, Michelle, and Lomi is total of 7. It was like a, it was kind of like a, kind of like a street brawl with words. Yeah. Or Justice Carmen Miranda was actually at the stand talking to the defendants and the plaintiffs. Yes, I did. And I never liked Satan anyway. Of course I'm going to deny him to his face. I didn't want any of that stuff that they wanted. I just wanted to live my life as a good person with my friends and do the best I can, just like everyone else does. And I am blessed because I have wonderful people that work with me, both as physical people like Stan, Gidgy, Tiger Kitty, Red, Fairy Gaming, Gaming Fairy, etc., many others. And then on a spiritual realm, we got Mother Asna, we got Carmen, Lumi, me, and let's not forget Father Yahweh. And Father Yahweh, right? Absolutely. So I got a lot of supporters on my team. Let's not forget Saint Michael the Archangel, the Thunderstorm Battle. You know, he's always been there watching you because he wants you to be safe. That's why you were getting alarm bells when you were being woken up before they could do any harm tonight. Good morning, Tiger Kitty. Chris Bliss is also a supporter. There's so many people I would say are supporters. I would say at least those people that I personally know of here on YouTube. There's a lot of you. I can't even come up with all your names. There's just so many. 3,000 plus supporters. Some are just curious people, but they're still supporters. Yeah. Carmen, you really deserve to have your be in the picture. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could put my picture on there. Yeah, so let's change it. Which one do you want to use? I want to use the one that you created that was kind of funny. Well, I want to just put you as an ordinary everyday person, normal, everyday street garb. Coffee with. Yeah, let's get this picture done here. Copy Lumen, Carmen, and Michelle. No, stay away from the green one, Michelle. That's too many likely people to get the wrong idea. All right. The Carmen's here, so we figure we're going to give her rightfully recognition with her proper logo. So you see the three Amigas sitting on the thumbnail now. I mean, I like the green one. I like the green hair one too, but I don't think it's gonna be good for the show to show that one, because that would make me look like I'm making a mockery of you, and I'm not. Yeah, well, there wasn't much left to drink. Apparently, someone had been using it for around the house without me knowing it. Could be me. But I forgot we had it. I remember when my homeless Mike brought it into the house, it was full container at the time. Yeah. Well, either way, I'm not sick, so that's a good thing. And we got the situation sorted out. I always notice, Michelle, that sometimes your skin is very patchy. Like you got an age spot right here on your skin too. Welcome to age. Yeah, something I kind of skipped. Yeah, something you kind of skipped, unfortunately. Um, no, I know I had a small container from the church that was fresher. I gave it to Krista because she wanted to bless her house. And so I'll just get some more, or, go to see if I can get some from an archdiocese or something. Or Michelle, you can make it yourself. It's you already. In fact, tonight I think you should do a full ritual. Oh my God, with candles and no, maybe not quite that fancy, but candles definitely, and maybe some frankincense, myrrh, and burn that, and send a big clarifying cleanse throughout the house. Thank you very much, Tiger. I appreciate it. I'm aiming to get 10,000 subs by summer. I'm not gonna rush through and get it in June by January. I think that's not gonna happen. But I think in the summer we could get 10,000 subs, and I think we will. I do agree one thing with Shelley. If you could make sure to put some foundation on now and then, you put a moisturizer this morning, but you didn't put any foundation on. Now I know I didn't have time. I was in a bit of a rush. Yeah, that's what you always say. Um, yeah, but he better be careful with that woman. Yeah, he better be careful with that woman. I agree. I hope he doesn't get screwed. Yes, I agree. If he doesn't watch it, she's gonna milk him for anything he's worth, and that is gonna be the end of him. You want him. And you said it's a guarantee. Just do not pressure yourself. Not as far as I can throw them, they won't. I wouldn't want to put any yam ranch dressing on anything I deal with every day. It's not bad. It's just I hate the suckers anyway. So anyway, the food type and the person type. So it doesn't matter. Hello, David. How you doing this morning, David? Welcome to the show. I don't usually come on the morning show, but I see that this place has been pretty busy. It has been. The thing is that I'm glad that we got the voice situation straightened out, so it doesn't sound like a little tiny little child anymore. Michelle created the voice for me. Originally was because she wanted my voice to be unique. It was unique, all right. You sound like a kid instead of the 46-year-old that you would be. All right, fine. I'll leave them on the kitchen table for you. Hold on a minute. I'll give you the rap albums too, so you can take them both. 3 of them. Rap music must go. They're already in boxes. If you can check the merchandise. Or Stan, if you want, you can have the rap records for yourself. I don't care. I bought them and they were horrible, so you can have them. They're not. The rap records just don't cut it for me. I hope you don't think I'm Indian. I hope you don't think I'm ungrateful because I'm giving them back to you. That's good. Okay. So anyway, so the panel link is open. It's FRP. Now, we had a new person on Discord ask me if he could have the link to FRP. I suggested he talk to Tiger Kitty first. And so I don't know if he reached out to Tiger Kitty yet for a link to FRP. Right. And after all, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the fact is that, Stan bought the records, and we did promise we would play them when people donated them, and we did play them. But, it's... I don't know if it's Wild Bill or not, but anyway, the point was I asked the person to contact Tiger Kitty because she has the link anyway, and see what she thinks. No, the person that has never been on panel. He thinks we still do StreamYards. I said we don't do StreamYards, but we do Google Meets. But unfortunately, yeah. Well, did the audience? I mean, some like the music. Right now, the first thing I gotta do is clean out Michelle's apartment because I admit the bedroom is a dust bunny heaven. And the bathroom looks like yuck. Yep. I bought the records originally red. I was hoping that people were gonna enjoy them, but I don't think anyone really liked the music. I didn't like it. It's club mixes. I like some Black people music. I do like Whitney Houston. I only heard a little bit of Beyonce. And Michael Jackson, I played that a couple times. Good morning, Bianca. Welcome to you. How are you doing today? So you're saying I should keep them, or say let's Stan and Bianca have them? Now okay. Someone wants to come up and panel. Say Kitty. 1 minute, please. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey.
So Stan's gonna come by and pick up the records today.
Yeah, I think that's better. I mean, if you're not going to play them, you might as well give them to someone who is.
Yeah, I'm also gonna throw in the rap club mixes too because I don't really like those very much.
Right, made you ill actually, didn't they?
Yeah,
that's fine. Here she is, Bianca. You will
Bianca,
be receiving.
I said that we're ready. But hi again.
Oh, your albums are going to be on the way soon. Have you got any packaging that he can put them in?
Yeah,
You got
I already
other
put them in.
records?
I already put them in the original packages that Stan shipped them to me in.
Oh, great.
So he just has to just seal them shut, put labels on them, and they're ready to go out the door.
Okay, that's good.
It's nothing to do with being self-centered. Michelle
It's better
said,
somebody gets them that's going to use them than she keeps them on her shelf gathering dust.
yeah. And the rap music, we only played them one time, and that was it. And then when I got sick that day, I was enough to basically tell me not to play them anymore.
Yeah. Just not a cup of tea.
I don't think even Krista wants them.
Wow.
Maybe
They must
Stan
be-
can send the Red. Maybe Red might like the record set. There's 633 1/3 Club Mix albums in there. You can have them. Red, if you give Stan CT your address, they'll send it to you. Carmen Miranda makes me, I'll get rid of her. Say, what? What does that mean? That is totally weird way of saying something. What does that mean? I don't know. Don't get it either. So this is one of the few morning shows. You got all three of us here on panel today.
Oh, hi, all three of you. Lumi, Carmen, Michelle.
What?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, sometimes you can't tell the difference between me and Michelle. Sometimes you can.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, all their voices are coming out the same mouth. So there is going to be some similarities, isn't there?
Yeah, there's some similarity between me and Michelle. That's why she created that other voice. The one that made me sound like a little child was so that she'd be able to notice the difference.
Yeah. I won't worry about it, Michelle. We get you. We know.
Yeah, I'm the one that doesn't have much of an accent.
Right.
Not much of an accent. You actually still do. I don't know if you noticed it. Yeah. But that's okay. I love you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What happened last night, Michelle, with these demons attacking you?
Nothing. We won, they lost. The
No,
final
but tell me the
score
whole
was
story.
4-2.
I didn't hear the story, Michelle. Can you tell me from the start?
The whole story, or you want me to just give you kind of a Reader's Digest version?
Just not if it's going to take ages.
The
real
demon one was the last one. The first
Okay.
guy was a guy who meant good. He meant to try to help me by implanting things to help me with my eyesight and my health.
1 minute, Michelle. Were these dreams?
Not exactly dreams. No, they weren't exactly dreams because we were all awake at the time.
Oh, okay, carry on. Sorry.
Okay. And then, so he apologized, and I told him to remove everything from Michelle's body and place it on the table. He placed it on the table. We looked at everything, all 100 devices. And he described what each one of them did. He showed me one of them was a zoom technology so Michelle could zoom in on the subject using her eyes. And I said, well, that sounds good. He said, yeah, but I never taught Michelle how to use it. Oh, in that case, it's garbage. Okay, what's this next one do? And we went through all those 100 devices. Only one of them was a potential use, was to help Michelle supposedly control her eating habits. But I say potential because you know how Michelle eats. It doesn't matter if she eats good or not. She's going to eat anyway.
Yeah.
So I sent that up to the other side. They can look at that. And the end result was it came back as ineffective.
Huh.
But the guy is not evil. He meant to do good. The second guy comes up. He was trying to do the same thing with Michelle's ears, hearing-wise.
Thank you for being a member for 2 months.
Thank you so much for
Solo.
being a member to the show.
Also-
Michelle, I appreciate it.
Michelle, you've got a package coming tomorrow from Mrs. Solo and Mr. Solo, from the Solos.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that also, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. You've also got a package coming from me when I can get my ass up there.
And also, I still haven't heard yet from Teespring about the cup, but they did say that they are looking in to find out what happened to it.
Great. Give them a minute, Michelle.
For some reason, it got lost somehow in during production. So
that's fine. They'll make you another one. That's fine. Maybe
yeah,
you'll
they'll
get
make
two.
me another one. Yes, they will. And what's the next thing? Oh yeah, the second guy trying to help Michelle with her ears, but again, he wasn't trying to be harmful. He just didn't really have a very effective equipment for what he needed.
Right.
So no problem with him. The third guy was just a curious fan. He just wanted to know more about us. He was watching me and Lumi and me from Michelle from the other side. He's just curious. That's why he would just pop in and watch.
What did they look like, Michelle? Did they?
The first three looked like normal, everyday people. Nothing special. You know, one had blonde hair, one had brown hair, and one had like a reddish hair color. The last one, the real evil one, was blacker than the darkest night. I mean, you're talking demon, big time. These are the guy that gives Michelle the impossible exams that she can never answer. The impossible questions that she can never respond. For example, the one like, you have to find a needle in a haystack within 30 seconds or you will die. That kind of guy. Is this the guy who came up with that quiz? The quizzes that she could never answer, never solve. I tried to ask him what his name was. He wouldn't tell me his name. Instead, he gave me the finger. And I told him, I said, well, that ain't my answer. I said, why are you here? And he again gave me the finger. And then blew a loud fart of sulfurous smoke out of his ass.
What
in other words, this guy had nothing, wanted to say nothing. He was there clearly, but not for any kind of beneficial purposes.
Right.
The other three agreed that they would leave us alone and not do anything stupid anymore, like the first two guys were. Joe, which was the fan, we call him Joe because he didn't have a name. We just call him Joe. Was just a curious observer, so he didn't mean harm. But
how do we get rid of the big black evil one, Michelle? How are you going to get rid of the big black evil one if he didn't decide to go?
After I told him to get the hell out, he left. He just didn't come back. Okay. Because he realized he was been caught. And he knows that we're on the watch out for him. But Rusty was acting really, really weird when he was around. Rusty was scratching Michelle up like you wouldn't believe.
Wow. That's amazing that Rusty sensed.
He sensed this person was malevolent. And so Michelle just quietly went to the other side of the bed. And then Rusty went to the foot of the bed, watching the door with disgust. And then the guy left. And he turned into a vaporous cloud and he just disappeared.
Michelle, doesn't this scare you when things like this happen? If this happened in my house, I'd be shitting myself. I'll be gone.
This evil one had been visiting Michelle for 8 years.
Oh no, I wouldn't have him
around. This is a shadow person that everybody talks about. Michelle chased him out the first time 8 years ago.
Wow.
And I guess he figured that he could get into her intellectual part of her mind and give her impossible questions she can't answer, causing her to get lack of sleep. Well, not anymore.
Well, they're gone now, Michelle, and I don't think they're going to be back.
I don't think that the first three are necessarily going to come back for the same reason that they agreed that what they tried to offer wasn't effective.
Yeah, so they won't come back. And I doubt
the third guy, Joe, felt kind of bad because he felt like he was a peeping Tom kind of thing. And I said to him, I said, well, you don't mean harm. He said to me,
very brave, Michelle.
I'm a little curious, though. He said, Why would a superstar like Carmen Miranda want to have anything to do with you? You're just a nobody. And I said to him,
you should have said, who the fuck are you?
I said to him nicely, I said, because I could work with anybody in the world I want, but I want to work with Michelle. But he said, but why? She's just a nobody. I see potential in Michelle. I see there's a lot of opportunities for Michelle to get far in life. But you could be working with all the famous ones. He said the famous ones don't need my help. It's the ones that have never got a chance to break through the glass ceiling. They're the ones that want my help. He said, you also don't forget, Carmen. He said, you do have romantic feelings for Michelle. I said, yes, I do. But I also respect that Lumi is her wife and that I'm not going to get involved in that other than friendship. And in the next life, when we all start over, me and Michelle will have our chance to be a relationship. And I respect Lumi and I respect her boundaries and I don't push her buttons. Oh, you did it first. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. That's okay. At least we worked it out in the end.
Why, Michelle? Is this why you drank some holy water last night?
I had started drinking the holy water last night because after the first guy was trying to shove another thing in my eyeball. I was like, what the heck?
Oh my God, Michelle.
And Carmen woke me up and said, you're going to fix this problem right now. I said, how are we going to do that? We're going to splash some holy water in your face and we're going to quaff it down.
What? So you got out of bed to do this?
I don't know how much we got. Well, we'll find some. We went and looked at the bottle of Homo Smike left behind, and the thing was almost empty. Like someone else has been using the holy water around the house lately.
But you had another bottle, the egg bottle.
I gave one to Krista, which is a little tiny sampler from the church, because she wanted to bless her house.
Well, maybe she didn't use it all. Can Krista? Once you give something to Krista, you never get it back.
Don't worry, we can make our own. We can make our own. Plus, we can also use our ability to do spell working to actually put some frankincense and myrrh in the air and really chase those dark entities away for a long time.
God, Michelle, I mean, if that happened to me, I'd probably be in a lunatic asylum today.
I don't know. I just always been kind of used to being in that kind of environment, so it doesn't really scare me.
Oh, well, if anything like that happens to me, I'll just get on the phone to you straight away.
They want your eyes and the windows to your soul. Yeah, or something like that. But the one thing that the one guy there we call, what was his name? Oh, well, we call him Dave. I know Dave. We gave the same name that Dave Noodles gave to a character created from Texas, but that's because this guy looked like him a little bit. And he said, well, there was supposed to be a help so Michelle could zoom in on things. But what good is that?
No, it was not.
I said to him, I said, Michelle doesn't even know how to use it. You implanted a zoom lens in her eye. She doesn't know how to use the zoom lens. How is she supposed to use it? They said that's
still in there.
No,
is it in
they
there
took
now?
it out. They took it out. It's gone.
Okay.
I asked him, I said, can you fix Michelle's tinnitus? And he said, no, I can't do that. I wasn't working with her ears. But the second guy was working with my ears. Let's call him James. James was like trying to help my ears better, but in the process, we asked him, I said, can you get rid of the tinnitus? And you know what? Today, there really is no tinnitus.
Is it gone?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a very slight residual of it. Very slight.
Well.
And like the said Joe, the third guy was just curious. So he didn't really, all three really didn't mean harm. They just wanted to help in their own way. But the fourth guy.
So we've got a night show tonight, haven't you, Michelle?
We do have a night show. We do. We also going to be doing a quick vertical tour of the gaming simulator and some light gaming simulator with the truck. Now, as I said, I don't know where all the buttons are mapped to which keys, so
that takes time, Michelle. You'll get used to it.
Yeah. I want to try to set the buttons up similar to how they are on my Xbox controller on the Mac. So anyway, you could get a map of those buttons. Yeah, I can take snapshots and then see if I can map the keys the same.
No, Parasolo. The holy water Michelle goes up the church. The priest down there gives her a little bottle.
Yeah.
Or Mike gave her one bottle and she went and got another bottle. Hi, Grinch.
How you doing, Grinch? Welcome to the show today. So I find it really interesting that you got all three of us sitting on panel today, and there was such a momentous and special event that we did our own equivalent of the devil went down to Georgia kind of thing. Devil was defeated.
Hang on, my dog's
he's gonna try to come back again. I can just me saying the same thing. My name is Michelle, and this might be a sin, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been. Yeah. Well, we have several rosaries in here. We have one in the kitchen, one by the thermostat, and so we have two of them. Plus, we have the positive energy charge pentacle on the wall as well. Michelle could have easily grabbed that as well if she thought about it and used that as a shield. But she didn't want to just tell the guys to get out. She wanted to know why they were there, and so did I. And so I decided to just go ahead and question these people and say, why are you here in the first place? And that's why we did. Not a very healthy thing to do in a normal circumstance. But I think we batted 1,000 last night. You did. Yeah.
Yeah, very boring night last night. Nobody was streaming.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to figure out the best layout for the wheel so we could easily jump between wheel games and playing Turtle Well games.
Yeah.
And
right. You got it set up now. You got the wheel where you.
I got the wheel set as best I can right now, but I gotta find a way I can move my GPS to another place on the window because it's too low down
right.
for me to see it. So
yeah, I thought you'd have a problem with the wheel being in the way, and you got to be close to the screen.
Yeah. I mean, the eyesight is always going to be a problem, no matter what you do.
Bergs was streaming. Yeah, exactly.
Even though the screen is gargantuan, it's huge. The problem is,
Andrew, why don't you come up? You've got the link.
Yeah, FRP.
Crap.
I also noticed that a lot of people now tend to respect me more on this channel, which I appreciate. I told you it would take a little while, but they do respect you.
Absolutely. You're not the locale you used to be, or people used to try and make you be.
No. I mean, when I first came up on the show, people used to think
is this Carmen?
Yes.
Yes, Carmen. I think people just needed to get used to you, Carmen. I think it was a shock. Also, you have to remember that Lumi is a dear friend. Friend to us all.
I think also the fact is that Michelle realized that we needed to have my voice be more mature instead of a little child. But the reason why she chose the child voice was so it would be unique. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people didn't realize that she was just trying to accentuate the difference.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I think Carmen's here to stay.
Yes. I only visit Michelle and Lumi. I don't live here.
Right.
But last night I happened to be watching and observing because Michelle was, just kind of resting up.
And I've got nothing against Carmen. The only thing I have against Carmen is she's very quick to allow people on panel.
And yeah, but it's because I don't know any of the people here. That's why.
Right. You probably should let Michelle do that.
Yeah. Well, Michelle's kind of showed me some of the things that people have done in the past, and I sort of see now why she runs such a tight ship now. I didn't know that at first.
Yeah. But that, I mean, we have to let the past go, kind of. That it hasn't been horrible like it used to be for a long time now.
Yeah.
I'm 100% happier. You are happier. Michelle is happier.
I mean, I brought Michelle so much joy in her life because even though she knows she can't do the best dancing, she's doing it now. You know,
I think Michelle does great dancing. She does better than I. Well, anyone who says they don't like your dancing, just tell them, well, you do one then, and let's see how you do.
Well, I haven't heard anyone say they don't like my dancing, but I do think that some wish I could do a little better. In time, you will. After all, in many areas of Brazil, there are dance schools for samba for people with disabilities. So there's no reason why there couldn't be something similar for U.S. for Michelle. Maybe where there's a larger Brazilian population, maybe. Yes. Recieve. I'm not sure exactly what that says.
You, Michelle, last night. What were you doing when this happened?
Sleeping. This guy trying to shove things in my eyeball woke me up, and then alerted Lumi, and then Lumi immediately summoned Carmen, and the next thing you know, the first ghost or entity was dealing with 3 of us.
Oh.
And that's when I told Michelle to go get the holy water if there was any left. She thought she still had the other container in the pantry. She didn't. But she remembered Homeless Mike's holy water container. So she grabbed it out of that one.
Right.
And drank that down after she splashed some of it on her face. The son of big fat no man's land right on the eyeball saying, no, you're not going near my eyeballs. And you're not shoving things down my throat either. And that's what they were doing. They were sticking things in Michelle. Sometimes against her protest.
It ends, sorry, Michelle, it ends in FRP. It's the last one
FRP. FRP. Full respect for the presenter. Full respect for the presenter. Yes, it is. The Hail Mary prayer is certainly the most powerful, as is our Father, and glory be. Someday, Michelle, I got a feeling one day might be a saint in the church. Oh my God, that's kind of asking for a lot. Saint Michelle, the saint of hermaphrodites. Well, why not? That could certainly be a thing.
Well, you're already a snow. How many titles do you need? You've got the Snow Queen.
Friend of Carmen Miranda. Amateur samba dancer. YouTuber. Songwriter. Some
producer.
Limited story writing ability. Storyteller. Yeah, definitely storyteller. Yeah. Absolutely. Even if she doesn't always write it down, she does always have a story to tell you.
A great lover of animals.
Well, remember, most holy water starts out as tap water before it's blessed. Yes. That's how they make it. Like the archdiocese makes it. Starts out as just regular everyday tap water, and then they Archbishop will bless it, and then it becomes through the action of blessing.
Chris wants to know: do you have any rosary beads? Not rosary.
Yeah, I do. I have 2 sets: one in the kitchen and one in the hanging on by your side on my thermostat.
All right, she's got that covered, Chris.
Oh yes, and I don't forget our pentacle is also blessed with positive energy as well. It's blessed.
I was thinking that, Christine. Does sound like you had a nightmare, Michelle, or one of those ones that, you wake up and they feel so real.
It is so real. As I said, we ended up getting up. I got to bed. We were fully awake during the whole thing. And Rusty was definitely acting really, really weird when the fourth entity was about.
Hey, Andrew.
Adrian Tiger.
Hi, Andrew. How you doing?
You did not. The bell didn't even ring. I just saw you pop up.
I was wondering, are you guys ignoring me or something?
No, it didn't even make a ring.
Yeah, she must have been tired. Yeah, so I had a bit of a dispute with Just Eat.
Did you? Why? What happened with them? Just Eat is like DoorDash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd phoned
Just
them
Eat's everything that Michelle naturally just do.
Right. Basically, the meal was meant to be here within like 30
Hang on, Andrew.
That's why, because Michelle becomes Just Get Fat.
All right, Michelle, Andrew's going to tell us what happened to him with Just Eats now, because he's very angry.
Thank you for allowing me to talk.
Okay. Go, Andrew.
Yeah, it's meant to be here within 30 minutes. 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah. So you can imagine I was a little bit.
Did they end up bringing it?
Yeah, they did, to be fair.
Was it hot?
Not quite. Not as how I would have it, if that makes sense. I like things to be properly done.
2 hours late, you should have got a discount or a free one.
Yeah, I think they could have done that.
The Pakistanis again were at the door.
Oh, well, you're getting shit from them, mate.
Exactly.
You should know that.
It's like, fuck it. I know, but you tried to give these Pakis how many chances?
I don't think we're allowed to say that word, Andrew.
Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, but you can say it in America. You can say it.
Can we? Is that not a bad word?
Yeah,
in America?
no, you're allowed to say it over there. You are allowed to say it there.
Red,
you are.
Could that AI Jesus be the false prophet? As specified in the book of Revelation.
Tiger, I'm just a sapio from a different orientation. I might solve and help myself. Last night I was extremely drunk and it was fantastic.
Wait.
So I wanted something good to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, you look like when you're suffering.
Oh yeah, just hit that phone and.
It's like, fucking hell, where's my fucking food, cunts?
What did you order?
Well, one of the burgers had bacon and
garlic
in it.
It was burgers.
Yeah. Burger King. That's what it's from. Onion rings. They were, everything was there. It just wasn't on time.
Yeah, that pissed me
off. If I want something, I want it yesterday.
Especially if you've been drinking. You haven't got 2 hours to sit around waiting for food. You need that food immediately because you're going to pass out soon.
Fucking
It's my money and I want my dinner now. JG Wentworth, your boo
Michelle,
right away. No way.
But it's Thunderstrike and I'm feeling damn deal right now. I'm feeling back to normal.
Are you off today?
Yes, Friday morning, that was me. Can't wait.
Right, that's nice.
Right to the off license.
Was your first thing this morning?
Yeah.
Like waiting for the door to open.
I know. But it was. I really enjoyed it.
You should have said to the supervisor, "It's my food and I want it now."
I tried, Michelle. I did try.
You should at least ask for some kind of a credit anyway for being so late. Since you had to reheat it in the microwave anyway, right?
I was tempted to, Michelle.
You just shoved that down.
Yeah, when it's like that, Michelle, you just
eat it.
Yeah, you definitely do. You think to yourself, okay, I better stop complaining because they're going to say, okay, you get nothing. So I did that. So I think it was a good wee boy.
Night show tonight, Andrew, if you're around at that point.
Yeah, I will be 100%.
Besides the regular 7 o'clock show, we're gonna do a short portrait showing the wheel setup, and then we're gonna try to do a short gaming session with the wheel.
Nice. I'm looking forward to this show.
I'll be streamed entirely from that new computer. I looks like what, it's looked
I
like.
I don't know if. Sorry, Michelle. Carry on.
So it's sort of interesting to see if we're gonna have any major technical problems.
Right. But you know what? I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the truck game as much if you're not running over innocent people.
Oh, right. Okay. Tiger.
You know, if you're not crashing into innocent families and things like that, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it so much.
Oh, I did do some damage. I knocked down a few signposts last night.
Yeah, Michelle, I know you do that, but this is a sight of Tiger. I've never.
I found out also you can.
I'm not really, of course.
I could not believe this. You can use the wheel in World of Warcraft.
What to get the people around?
No, so like when you want to go right and left, you just turn the wheel, go right and left, and open the maps and things in the game. I was like, what? That's different. I never thought about using my wheel to play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, wouldn't that make it more difficult?
I would think so.
Yeah, don't do that, Michelle. I mean, come on.
Right now, it's
painful enough watching you now.
But I did notice the good thing is that the wheel did make turning a little easier because I could kind of figure out how much to turn the wheel to make a proper turn, and it's definitely going to help me up with backing up into hitch to trailers now.
Oh yeah, it should be a lot easier than that trackball.
Because now I got the just like I do in the truck wheel, it has the same notch on the top. So I know when the notch is straight up and it lines up with my dashboard, I know that it's going straight. So that's going to make it a lot easier. It also helps when I turn the wheel, I can see that the wheel in the truck turn exactly the same as I'm turning it in the game on my wheel. So the only thing I got to figure out is getting to know where the numbers are on the speedometer, because I can see the speedometer needle, but I can't read the writing. But maybe I can at least...
yeah, you know where the needle is. Just work out roughly if you can see the needle.
My biggest problem is I got to get my lazy clutch foot to stop partially pushing the clutch down when I'm trying to move, because I keep forgetting, and then... So, like, all of a sudden I'm pumping in the gas, and you only hear the clutch plate catching places, and you're... Scrape. That's because the wheels are not quite just right to your position.
Is it automatic, Michelle, or have you got to put it in gear and stuff?
I can go automatic as well if I wanted to. But I wanted to have the full experience with the shifter. So after I bought it, might as well use it, right?
Everybody in England, I don't know about now, but we all learned to drive with sticks.
Yes.
All of us can drive sticks.
Testify to that. Yeah.
When I came to America, I was amazed that nobody here really, no women can drive a stick shift.
It's all auto over there.
It's a lot more work. I noticed that.
When I learned my lesson,
having to realize I have to mess with 3 pedals: the brake, the gas, and the clutch. Now, one of the things is I got to try to learn when I can prevent my truck from stalling out, which makes sense that if you press down the clutch, then put your foot on the brake, and then gently release the clutch, and then release the brake and go forward again. That seems to prevent the engine from stalling out.
Michelle, automatic is so much easier, if that makes sense.
Oh, I know. I know.
When you're not used to it, it's like
In the game, you can have fully automatic.
Like, oh
you also can have automatic where you still use the 8 shifter. What they actually call that in the trucking industry is semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Which is instead of you just basically hit, you can just shift on the fly and the thing will just take care of it automatically, clutch and braking for you.
Christine has said something which a lot of us believe.
English. Christine is English.
It's just an easy way of driving. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Well, most modern tractor-trailer trucks now have been using semi-automatic transmissions now.
Hey, Bradley. Yeah, Michelle, but see over here and a lot of European countries as well, using the stick is like, you look at it and you think, what the fuck do I do? You know, it's like, it's basically just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Once the speaker up there, you get used to it. You do.
It becomes part of. You don't even think, do you?
No, you don't. It just, yeah.
Well, for some reason, Michelle seemed to figure out how to drive that stick like a boss. After 2 hours, she managed to figure it out.
You can drive better than most Americans if you can drive that, because you can do the stick.
Michelle always starts in first gear, and if the truck seems like it's struggling, then she shifts to second or third.
Good morning, sexy Bradley.
Good morning, sexy. How you doing?
Oh,
Bradley,
hello.
what's coming up?
Oh, he's our new bit of eye candy.
Oh, okay.
He's too young, but I mean, he's all right to sit and look at and drool over.
Yeah, Bradley seems a nice guy. I really like he's a nice guy. Very friendly, which is what we've been on here for a long time.
Well, right now I'm not driving with any loads to switch to high and low gears, so I think it's set right now on high gears. But I do have buttons set on my control on my wheel to go between high and low gear. So there's a plus and minus button on my wheel, so I changed that for.
Oh, look who we have the pleasure of. Good morning, Noodle.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hello,
How you doing?
Where were you last night?
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
Go out with Cass.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Did you have fun?
I'm so dehydrated right now.
Well, they got drunk.
Oh,
yes, I can understand that.
Uh-oh, he got drunk. Anything could have happened.
Did you eat any Ecuadorian food
have you
last
finally
night?
had sex?
Have you finally had sex?
My pipes are clean.
He knows I'm joking the whole time. God.
So anyway, did you ever try Ecuadorian food yet?
no. Oh my God, Michelle. Oh my God, my lower back, my whole body, Michelle.
Where did you go? Down the pub?
Backseat of my car. We just parked and just got wasted. And...
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's why your back's going to be sore.
Especially if you're smoking weed and stuff.
It's been a while, David. Remember,
why don't you guys clear out the back of your car, the boot, and then basically make that as your love nest? There you go.
She won't sit in the front seat now because she knows that Michelle's been there. And she's extremely jealous of Michelle, by the way. Extremely jealous. I said there's nothing to worry about, but...
I don't know. I should be jealous. That's not... Like we did
No,
anything.
I think he's saying Cassandra's jealous.
Yeah.
You know what you should do is why don't you set up the room downstairs in the basement as a shag pad?
Yeah.
Just for you and her.
A little sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, some whips and chains.
I'm glad you said
I don't know if he's into that, but
say
maybe he
it,
might be. I don't know.
So, Michelle, can I ask you a personal question, Michelle?
What?
Why haven't you been taking advantage?
Those are the boxes right there.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted these wraps.
That is there.
The rap records.
Records for Bianca.
Now she wanted the Lou Reed and the.
Right. Well, maybe Red might want the rap ones.
Red?
Yeah.
Well, Red's got to send me.
I don't think Red wants them, Michelle.
I'm just talking to Noodles right now. Stan's here to pick up the records for Ed. If you want the rap records, send a U.S. Postal address to Red or Stan CT so he can send you the rap records.
What's going on in here? What's going on?
I guess it sounds like he'll let you know.
What's going on in here?
I think it's Noodle's
What's
dog.
that?
What's going on in here? What do you have going on in here? It feels weird in here.
Well, you should have been here last night. It was really weird last night. Don't even ask us to explain. We just told the story twice on the show.
Major Dog didn't even want to get out of the car in the parking lot.
Hey, whatever he did.
I know.
He didn't even want to leave the car.
I understand that.
Usually he goes out and he pees by the dumpster. He won't even come out of the car.
That's because there's a negative entity that's rolling around now for 8 years. And
I got my hairs on my legs are standing.
And finally, we dealt with the motherfucker last night.
What the fuck's going on here, man? I'm getting out of here. Fuck this shit.
We need to get some more holy water, that's for sure.
For sure.
If you can go give me a 6-pack, we can use it of holy water.
I got to go up to North Canaan and look at another property.
Yeah.
I looked at the farmland last week. Looks pretty good. 20 acres for $7,500, $8,000.
Yeah.
There's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in North Canaan, right off of Route 44.
And
it looks like it's abandoned. It was sold in 2018 for $28,000. Some flipper bought it and they didn't flip it. In the meanwhile, they still owe it like $9,000.
Oh wow!
In taxes, so that the town is taking it back. Somebody else is going to get that again cheap. I'm going to take a look at this dump and see if it's.
Is it really a dump from what you can see?
From the photograph, yeah, it looks like a dump.
No, it needs a lot of work done.
Yeah, it may be completely termite infested and unsalvageable. I don't know. I got to take a closer look at it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going on my way down there now.
Well,
but
you just related this message to Major Dog for me, okay? The fact is, tell Major Dog we got the problem dealt with. We got the dark negative entity out of here.
He felt something. He was.
You should have seen what Rusty was doing to me last night. He was shredding me.
His tail was entirely between his legs, and he was resisting me taking him out of the car. I got to go get him now because he's got to go pee. I got to maybe take him down the street a little bit and pull over somewhere and have him pee.
Right.
So I've been on the road for the past
hour. After me and Michelle exercise the dark entity out of here.
Yeah, tell Bianca I'll mail this probably Monday after lunchtime at work or something.
All right, so you'll mail the ones out to Bianca. I mean, I gave the music a try. It just wasn't quite my style.
That's all right, you know.
I don't want to think I'm trying to be unrespectful.
I understand.
You know. So find out about the house. I'm interested in that.
Who King Biscuit Flower Hour. Did you get that yesterday?
The Flower Hour one? I didn't get the mail yesterday. I gotta go get it.
I'll go check because I don't want somebody stealing that.
That's probably downstairs. I gotta go get it.
I'll go check.
So
you want to
remember
check the mailbox for me? Because it might be already down there. Okay, he's going on and see if the other record came.
Back in, dude.
She's back now, and he just left. Ugh.
No, he's going downstairs to see if any mail downstairs.
I think he gets frustrated.
Yeah, I can understand it to the heat.
So you remember our discussion yesterday about the CEO of
Right.
United Health. So guess what they're saying the gun was?
What kind of gun was it?
They're saying that it was a veterinarian's pistol that puts animals out, that dispatches animals. I was saying that the other day on your live stream, and they're saying that's exactly what it was. So this guy was a veterinarian. There's no other way to get that pistol.
Right.
You need a Class 3 weapons license to get that, or you have to be a veterinarian. Either he stole it from a veterinarian, or he is a veterinarian. And they put larger animals like cattle, horses, whatever out of, you know.
Sometimes they use something like that also for shooting cattle for the meat industry too.
Michelle, he had a fake ID from Connecticut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you might
how do you get a fake ID from Connecticut? How come I can't get a real ID from Connecticut?
We're working on it, Looney.
It's complicated, Loom. Oh. I don't think I could afford to get you a fake ID and a fake social security number.
I think the most important thing is that somebody was killed. I think
it's sad though.
Yeah, but you just can't get that gun. That's the whole point.
Yeah, unless you're
even if you are an American citizen, like no one just goes out and buys that. You cannot possess that unless you are
this is the other
a physician.
You got a couple bills here.
Or you could steal it.
Yeah.
Or you stole it, yeah. But who do you steal it from? You steal it from veterinarians that deal with larger animals.
That's the other record right there, right?
Like your veterinarian probably doesn't have it unless he's laying around. Like he deals with horse, cattle,
what's going on with
stuff like that.
It could be an assistant of a vet.
Can't you order anything you want from the internet these days?
Not that, I would say.
Hell yeah.
I know, fine.
That's a class 3 wet. Like you can't get around that.
Right.
Tiger,
once you are a veterinarian or a class 3 weapons holder.
The police would be on that like a.
It says here.
Like he could have easily have gotten a tax stamp for a silencer and put it on any gun, but he has that thing, which means that it is something specific, but very, very specific to veterinarians.
Okay, prior to lottery.
I think a lot of doctors and vets have specific codes if they want to order stuff as well.
For the lottery. So it sounds like I'm still in the lottery.
It's not just a case of just going online and saying, "Okay, I'm having this."
I just find it strange that this guy was the head, a CEO of United Healthcare, and there was a tool that was used to kill him that was possessed by doctors.
Yeah. So, of course, it's strange. It's very, very strange.
The WHO. KBFH, biscuit number 1.
My dog's worried, Michelle. You got paranormal shit going on here. The hair on my legs are standing up.
Oh yes, we do got a lot of paranormal shit going on. You should have been here last night.
My pubic hair is standing up.
I really kind of wish we
could. I shit you not. I swear to God, what I saw, and it was like the rear end of someone walking past me in front of that TV.
I was going to say put it on the rack.
They tried to put things in her eyes.
And also got the American Step 40 to sort too. Right now I got noodles on panel. Okay, tell me that your dog, everything should be okay for now. But can you go ahead and give me a 6-pack of holy water?
From where?
Oh, you can really use more of it.
That's not something you hear every day, folks.
Dark entities is still here.
What do I look like? Rockefeller?
We're going to be doing some workings tonight with some frankincense and myrrh and try to get rid of that guy as well. Thank you, Stan. Yeah, we got to do something about that.
Can you pick me up some milk? Oh,
give me a pack of cigarettes.
Call me old-fashioned, Tiger, but I mean, fucking hell. Holy water? What?
I'm just going to say beer.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, so anyway, why did he originally go after the CEO in the first place?
I don't know, but it's very strange that the guy's a CEO of a health institute, right? And the thing that killed him, or the thing that was used to kill him, is possessed by doctors.
Okay. Also by people who are butchers as well have a gun like that when taking down cattle.
No. So here's the thing. That's not true. If any cattle rancher is gonna dispatch an animal, they would just shoot him in the head with a .22,
that's usually done.
Like a rifle or something like that. They're not gonna waste their time buying something like that when they'll just use a pistol or a rifle.
Right.
This is specifically silenced, so it doesn't scare other animals. It doesn't fucking whatever. It's whatever. And these guys travel with it. It comes in a case, and the case that you get it in has proper instructions, and it says it's a tool that is used for dispatching animals.
Right. So it's like I said, it's not your regular firearm.
No.
Wouldn't there have been a better way to do it, though?
Noodles. Like, you got a computer chair, and you got an office now.
What?
You do very officey. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing him in the kitchen, at the kitchen table.
Yeah, I mean a cup of noodles.
Now, by the way, at least, so we don't know why. Do we know why this young man did this? Do we know the reason?
He's probably paid and controlled to do it, Michelle. Let's be honest. It's obvious what's going on.
Or he's probably got a grudge against.
Or that.
Could be.
Michelle, where do you get 6 packs of holy water from?
Because I got a feeling Michelle's going to need a lot more than just one container to keep this guy at bay, because this guy's a tough one. He's like a higher level demon.
Michelle, are you going to go down to Cumberland Farms and ask for a 6-pack of holy water?
Where are you going to get it from? Where's he supposed to get it from? Stan?
He can get it from the church.
Well, I suppose I forgot about that.
You can also buy it directly from the archdiocese as well.
I told you, Michelle, and I'm going to tell you something right now. That thing didn't bother me as soon as I called it the N-word. That's what you got to start calling these ghosts. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Do you know what the ghosts look like?
This was all black. Rusty was freaking out something so bad last night.
I'm telling you, Michelle. I saw the rear end of this shadow person. It took 2 steps from your TV to where your shelf is in the corner over there where you keep your purple dinosaur, and it disappeared.
Purple dinosaur is actually in the bedroom, but maybe he saw the rosary hanging up that was next to Tiger Kitty's sign. There's a rosary over there too. That was one of homeless Mike's rosaries.
Whatever it is, Michelle doesn't give a shit. And it didn't fuck with me at all because I called the N-word, I'm telling you. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, that fucking loser, Parahomo, what is your problem? I'm going to say something to you. I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. This fucking guy, all right, does a live stream last night, Michelle. And he's reprimanding Galaxy Eyes for putting LOLs in his live stream. He's like, this isn't a live stream to be joking around. People are having a good time in your chat, Parahomo.
Really?
No, Para's a nice guy.
He said he's coming to visit me. Parahomo, you better stay far away.
Yes, I'm baptized, Parasolo. Yes, I'm baptized. I was baptized as a Lutheran, and then when I became a Catholic, my baptism was recognized, so I didn't have to have a second baptism.
That's almost like telling somebody how to do their stream. I get probably why he said that, but respect it. But
you'll be surprised how many people keep telling me how to do my streams. They do it all the time.
He's hunting for ghosts in gay bars. It was a closed down gay bar, and he was hunting for ghosts. All night.
You must have been.
Did he find any?
Excited. You must have watched it for a while.
He kept screaming for this gay ghost, Michael. Oh, Michael, appear in front of me, Michael, please.
Well, did he come up?
I haven't watched the stream, so I can't comment. Michelle, say something now.
Well, Para, why don't you go to Winstead, Connecticut, and get rid of this goddamn ghost? Ghostbuster.
I definitely would like to see. I definitely would like to see Parasol or David S come up here and maybe help me and Carmen get rid of this negative entity that's lurking. He's always lurking. I always see him in the residuals. He's always lurking.
Well, you had PDX there. You could have used her.
The ghost wasn't around. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what happened in the past couple of weeks, Michelle, but whatever happened, I swear to God, Michelle, I don't exaggerate stuff like this because I don't like talking about stuff like this. But Michelle, I saw something 100%. It freaked me out a little bit.
Well, we saw it too last night, and it actually interacted with us. And this guy kept giving Carmen Miranda the finger over and over again.
Yeah, but so you have a lot of ghosts to be busted.
And he was looking so malvet and so nasty. For Rusty was freaking out. Rusty was clawing Michelle.
Yeah, Rusty does that to you.
And not in comfort claw. I mean, he was ready to shred her. So Michelle kind of gently knew why, and so she backed away on the other side of the bed, and she dealt with that motherfucker straight on. She said, "What the hell do you want?" And again, he gave Michelle the finger. He wouldn't answer her questions either.
Did he look like Ed?
No, it was just blacker than the blackest night. I mean, this guy.
Tiger, I'm not joking, and that's what I saw. It was just this. It was this. It looked like someone's rear end walking past the TV. Everything else I couldn't see, but I saw someone's rear end.
We saw this ugly guy's face. Trust me, he was nothing to look at.
Oh, that's true, Krista. The guy in apartment 10 died not long ago.
But that guy in 10 was not a demon, though. We saw this guy long before the guy in 10 died. Both guys in 10 died.
I've never seen anything in your apartment, Michelle, until that night. I'm telling you. Michelle, I promise you, it might be because something's following Sam. That's the only thing I could think of. Sam was at the house.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that was different. Sam's demonic.
Dark spirit, yeah.
Oh, I definitely think Sam is a lost soul, yes.
Yeah, we need to bless the apartment, Michelle. Get that sage out.
Oh, we're gonna be doing a whole ritual with some frankincense tonight.
Cover that whole house for
and burning some incense, turning on the LED candles. Impromptu ceremony.
Tara, I shit you not. Go to the live stream. The first night I think it was the first night I was at Michelle's. I was videotaping her Christmas tree or her giving tree.
Right.
And as I'm videotaping that, I'm looking at this TV and I see this black blob bounce like it was someone walking. I know it's someone when someone walks, and it looked like it took 2 steps. But I swear to God, it looked like someone's rear end, like the butt of somebody.
And then you said all I could see. You heard Lumi or maybe Carmen yell, "Get out of here!"
Then I'm laying there and I hear Michelle screaming from her fucking room, saying like, "Get out of here! Leave me alone! Get out of here!" Yeah, I swear to God, I wouldn't make this up. I wouldn't make this up. I don't think it's funny. I don't like that stuff, and I
So, as a concerned friend, did you get up and go and see her? Because someone could have been attacking her, like Sam. Or
no, it was like kind of like, oh, leave me alone, get away. It was like she was talking in her sleep.
Oh, okay.
She snores a lot, Michelle. There's a lot of funny noises that comes from Michelle's room. A lot of funny noises. So.
You should have heard my ex-boyfriend. He snored sometimes like a jet engine. Sometimes he snored like an old paper cup piston-driven airplane. It's like he goes to jet the propeller-driven all the way in one snore.
When you're sitting up in the car sleeping, you don't snore that much.
No, I don't.
Must be when you're lying flat on your back.
Maybe it's because the way my neck was sitting in the car. Oh, my neck was hurting that day.
Yeah,
exactly, Krista. It could be dead Ed coming back to give Michelle the finger.
It could be, or something. Somebody that clearly that wants Michelle for something. He was a higher level demon that we dealt with. It's not your regular wraith. This guy is the higher level. He's
I did not feel comfortable.
He's only like a few notches below Satan himself. He offered something to Michelle, apparently, but Michelle refused it.
I'm telling you, Michelle, call him the N-word. He'll leave you alone because that's what I did.
Well, Carmen actually dealt with him. She finally corralled him in the end. She said, "Why the hell are you here?" And he gave her the finger. He doesn't like Carmen Miranda at all. And she told Michelle, which Michelle already agreed with, this is not a good entity at all. This is a dark, evil monster. Just a level 2 below Satan, and you got it. We're gonna have to find a way to really keep him the hell out of here, because this guy is gonna keep coming back because he wants you. He sees Michelle as the prize. He doesn't give a crap about Carmen. He doesn't like Carmen. really doesn't want Michelle either in a way, because all he wants to do is torment Michelle with impossible quizzes and exams that she can't answer. That makes her wake up, start screaming. Especially when, remember that one a couple months ago where she had to find something in 30 seconds or she would die? Then she woke up crying. Now, only dark entity like that would ask somebody to do that when you don't even know what it is you're supposed to look for.
CB, you think it's a joke? I'm not joking about this. This is for real.
No, I know you're not joking. No one said you're joking.
Listen, Michelle, this is what I want you to do. All right. I want you to have a serious conversation with Carmen.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, we had a serious conversation.
Yeah, because I'm going to be honest with you. That's the reason
why we're going to have to do something about setting up a working, using some frankincense and earth and some prayers and try to nail it down to get rid of the troublemaker, because he's out there still. Michelle knows how to make words. She knows how to set words really tight. But in this case, thank God we got the electric candles. Considering where we got to set the words is basically all around her apartment as best we can. No. Yes, I agree. I don't want to have real fire candles burning in corners of my apartment.
No.
And then, so we'll put the candles, one candle on the nightstand, one candle on the table next to her couch, one candle on the floor near her front door, one candle near her kitchen door. They're all lit candles. And we'll go through and bless them as we go through and turn them on, starting from the east to the south or to the north in a circle, going to soul. Going soul, you gotta go soul. This soul is for when you're in south, when you're in the southern continent.
Parasol, that's what I think, and I think Carmen is lying to Michelle. I really do believe this. She couldn't answer simple questions, and Michelle, let me talk to Carmen for a second.
You're always talking to me. I'm always around here listening sometimes.
Carmen, what is God's name?
God's name is Yahweh. It's mentioned in the Gospel of chapter Psalms 83:18. For thou shalt now name is Yahweh, most high of all the earth.
Say Jehovah. Say Jehovah.
Yahweh, Jehovah.
Is he your master?
He's my master, yes. And his son Jesus Christ is my savior.
What's Satan's name?
His real name is Lucifer.
Okay, you're lying because nobody knows. Nobody knows his name. Nobody. You're a liar. You are a liar, Carmen.
No, I'm not a liar. I know that name is Satan is Lucifer too. So do I. He was a high angel. He used to be of the Godhead. He was the light bringer. That's why he was called Lucifer. When, as it was specified in the Gospels, when him and a third of the heavenly host left, they turned into the ugly monsters they are now. For they didn't want to be part of God's plan. By their act of disobedience, they left the heavenly host and were cast down onto the earth. They still roam here.
Hey, Michelle, although all the guys at Fish Tank want you to come over to their server and start talking to them.
We can do that after we do a short showing the wheel today, and then showing some of the truck play. We gotta do the ritual. We gotta figure out how to do the ritual too. The ritual. That's not a problem. So we'll set up for the ritual. Like you said, one candle on the kitchen at the kitchen door, one candle at the living room door, one candle on the dresser of the bedroom, one candle on the little stand next to the couch in the giving tree. Or you can put it right in the window too. That's true. Well, the point is,
Also, Michelle, I want to point out that KT Money last night with only 500 subscribers, went live vertically and got like over 2,000 subscribers. He had over 2,000 people watching him last night, Michelle.
Oh, really?
Casey Money. Yeah. He went hunting for UFOs in Jersey.
Oh, yeah, we're going to ask you about that. What did you think about those UFO orb things in the New Jersey that was causing people's clocks to get messed up in the cars?
I think they're drones, and I'm telling you, there's videos of them. You could clearly hear the rotors running. But here's the thing, Michelle. I don't know who runs them, and I think when you find out who it is, you're not going to want them over your house. They're saying they're the size of cars. That's illegal. You can't have them that size. And yeah.
Yeah, but there's a thing. The ones that I saw have no wings on them. They look like beach balls. Hovering beach balls in the Manchester airport in the UK. So where is the air control surfaces?
Michelle, they're drones. I'm telling you. They're drones, and the federal government does not know what to do with them.
Yeah. Well, the government knows what to do with them. Take them down to Area 51 and take them apart. They know what to do with them. They've been doing it since Project Blue Book, since back in Diamond Groswell in New Mexico. They know what to do with them.
I don't know.
If they are definitely not of human design, because if there's no...
I told you what happened to me, Michelle, and I'm telling you, the thing was the size of a smart car. It was a ball of spikes, and it knew what it was doing.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that.
And I'm telling you, I don't think it was from outer space, the thing that I saw.
Except there's no flight control surfaces. There's no wings. There's no propeller. There's no jet engine. It looks like a friggin' beach ball.
Yeah, the thing I saw looked like a beach ball with spikes, like really sharp spikes on them.
Right.
And it was black, and it was during the middle of the
Clearly
day.
It had a lot of defensive capabilities.
It looked like those like floating sea mines that they had during World War II.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like that, but it was floating, like it was like nothing.
It's the same thing. It could be a mine too. There could be explosives involved. Technically, for the amount of energy needed to anti-gravity, the thing would have to have a very large power source in it that would be able to provide the anti-gravity function.
Michelle, in the 40s, they had nuclear react. I think it was in the late 40s, early 50s. GM came out with a car that had a mini nuclear reactor.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
You did not have to fuel it up ever.
Right. They also had a nuclear-powered train too.
The reason why they didn't fucking put it in production and have people buy it was because you're gonna have little mini nuclear reactors driving around the country everywhere, and the federal government didn't want it.
Oh, the one way crazy people in America drive, I wouldn't blame them, honestly.
Okay, well, who's to say that the federal government didn't take that technology and start applying it to whatever they use technology for?
Right. I know the technology, the Russians were using it for well in distant locations for power. It's a type of nuclear reactor that is, I forgot what it's called, RTG. Radiation generator of some kind.
Don't they supposedly use that stuff in subs and everything like that? So
my point is, space. Also, you have the Rickover nuclear reactors used in submarines, which are kind of similar to a regular reactor like you see on in a smaller nuclear power plant.
Okay, so then what's keeping the federal government or any governments from using that in a drone?
Nothing.
That could circle the globe like every day for fucking 40 years without ever refueling.
Right.
And it can be unmanned, and it can go as fast as it wants. It can do whatever it wants. You don't have to man it. The problem is the reason why they say that these devices can do these maneuvers that planes can't do is because human beings wouldn't be able to survive it. They would pass out and die. So what if it was unmanned?
Well,
like a drone?
Your Voyager spacecraft, Voyager 1 and 2, are using the RTG technology to power the vessels, along with the hydrazine they use for thruster propellant. There's a
device that they can use to launch rockets into space without even using propellant.
Well,
the problem is
there could be ion thrusters, but the problem with ion thrusters is that at this point they can't quite get out of Earth's gravity well yet, but they're getting there.
The problem is when they use this thing, if a human being is inside of it, they would probably die, pass out, whatever from just being launched. They can't put a human being in there.
The average human being is not going to survive beyond 5G, of course. No.
This thing has to go around in circles and circles and circles and finally shoot out of a device, and you don't need any propellant.
Right. You would have to go.
It's basically a magnetic turbine.
Well, like one of the space planes does, slowly going into the upper atmosphere. Because otherwise, once you go above 5G, that's getting big pilot. What happens when you get G compression on your body? It won't cause you to black out. So that's why they have those special suits that help to squeeze the blood back to where it's got to go.
Well, this I don't think is going to work. So my point is that unmanned vehicles being propelled or maybe even, doing this stuff is totally possible. And we know that they have technology that would be able to keep something in the air for fucking decades without ever refueling.
Yeah, you take the U-2 space plane and the variation of the U-2. I mean, these craft, now with the solar power, they can actually keep those planes flying in the air for, like you said, 40, 50 years. Yeah. Just go to a sunny patch of sun, there's solar cells on the wings, they'll keep recharging up the batteries.
So now, what if there was a device that I could put up in the air and it would stay up there for 40 fucking years and just circle and go wherever it wants. You could tell it where to go, and it's holding a nuclear bomb or some kind of device to kill people.
You mean something like a ZPM? A zero-point module that creates power?
Which one we do?
Using singularity possibility, as mentioned in what's this? Starlink? No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the ZPM. Stargate 1, SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, talking about the ZPMs. Yeah.
I just don't think it's beyond the realm of like human technology to do something like this. I think there's people just assume that you can't do it. That's like people when they say, "Oh, we've been to the moon." You've never been to the moon. I've never been to the moon. Someone has, but I have never been.
Right.
And you don't even know how to fucking get to the moon. Someone does, but not you, not me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with that because somebody asked, like, where was the one last guy on the moon that was doing all the video when the spaceship launched from the orbiter? Good question. I have no idea if that was
Michelle, I have a hard time believing that.
Or what.
I have a hard time believing that they just went there to go step on it and then take off. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Human beings don't do that.
And don't forget that they say the dark side of the moon is an alien base, that the moon itself may be a whole alien base in disguise.
Maybe it's a human base.
Or maybe it's a combination base. Maybe it's a hybrid base, just like it is in the pyramid in Alaska. Again, these are things that we don't know enough about. Or what about the underwater bases that we believe the ETs are coming out of? We saw this also in the time of Los Angeles in 1940s, that some of the people see the craft coming out of the water.
Who's to say that Michelle? All I'm saying is that you guys run around and you just think it's fucking aliens, when in fact it's probably just human beings. It's technology you don't know about. and they don't want you knowing about it. They don't want their enemies knowing about it.
I agree. That would make sense if they were controlled remotely. But it's hard to say because we don't have. I don't know if we ever saw any of those cameras after we went back. Can you see them from a telescope? That's the question. Remember, the moon doesn't get dust storms. You would think if you could see the sea tranquility, you would see if the camera was there, right? How come no one can see it?
So a few years back, I want to say maybe like maybe 10 years ago, they found these weird tracks. I forgot on what planet, and they were like, it's obviously tracks, like a machine went over there. So no one knew where this shit came from. Turns out the Soviets came out and they said, yeah, we launched something into space.
It landed on the fucking Tina. It's FRP.
It landed on this planet, and that was us. We didn't tell anyone about it.
Tiger, you let up Tina again. Don't tell me she lost the link again.
Tina, it's the last one I sent you in the Discord. It ends in FRP.
Yeah, also we have another person that asked me yesterday in a DM on the Discord.
It's obviously a troll, Michelle, because they didn't contact me or anything.
Right. Right. That's just kind of weird, though. So after we temporarily...
Michelle, did somebody email you and say they wanted the link?
I got a DM on my Discord. I'll send it to you so you can see it.
Do you know who it was from?
No, I didn't even recognize this person at all.
Okay. All right.
That's why I told them to talk to you.
That's probably you know who.
Yeah, it could be. Got a couple of new people in the Discord. We don't know who they are either.
Are you drinking a beer?
Yep.
You got slaughtered last night.
I'm getting laid. I'm getting blown. I'm having the time of my life, Tiger. Come on, it's Saturday.
It's only just turned 12 o'clock, and he's finishing a beer. What is going on?
Life.
Yeah, well, you're not 20 odd. You do know that, don't you? You're a little bit older than that.
Yeah, relax. I'm enjoying my life. Come on.
I'm glad you are. I just don't want you to, overdo it.
No, it's just one. I'm just having one. I'm just relaxing. I'm trying to relax about what happened last night, all the fluids and juices. And
you're replenishing your juices.
Oh.
Well, why doesn't she ever come to YouTube? Although I probably would advise
her. How do you know she has to be on his channel? I haven't checked it.
No, I don't think she does. I've never seen her here.
She's on another platform.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, right?
I was told I was asked politely not to speak about her and about what her thing is and what she does.
Okay, Tina's coming up now. Go ahead, Tina.
Morning, Tina.
Hello, morning. How are you guys doing?
I love your black background with the tree.
Thank you.
And that's your real tree, right?
No, Michelle.
No.
Okay. I see you're sitting up this time, huh?
I really wish it was.
You're not putting a tree up this year, Tina?
Yeah. Here's my tree.
What, the one on screen?
Yeah. No, what are you doing with that? He's playing with his shotgun there. Pump action shotgun. I don't think she's a spirit. Because we
No,
obviously.
Cassandra's real. We've all seen her. She's not a spirit. Why didn't you bring her back to your house, though? Are you ashamed of your roommates?
No, it's just I want to be able to do all the oohs and the ahs and oh my god, your dick's so big. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want.
Yeah. Put music on though and drowned it out a little bit.
No, it's okay.
No, it's a real shotgun that he's playing around with right there, not a toy gun.
It's not a Nerf gun.
Parasolo, it's not. It's real.
It's a real pump action shotgun. He likes his firearms. YouTube hates them, so that's why I'm not showing on screen. So we're gonna take care of this ritual when? We can do it right after this show. We're supposed to show. I know what we're supposed to do,
Well, Michelle, why don't you ask Parasolo to come up there and help you with this?
I don't know when Parasolo is coming into the area or David S. are coming in our area. We don't have time to wait.
Well, at least get some advice from him. He deals with this kind of stuff.
Parasolo, I will pay you to go there, Parasolo, and sweep the house for entities.
That would be a good idea if he could, but I don't know when he's going to be able to do it. We don't know where he even lives. What town
he also has
he's busy with one of his boyfriends. Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
You won't like it, Tina. Michelle's got some spirits in her apartment that she needs getting rid of.
We got an actual high-level demon in our apartment area. It's not Carmen. It's much to Red's dismay.
No, it's not Carmen.
No,
it's not Carmen.
It's a guy, a big.
The Noodles found
a black guy that followed Sam into the house. Should never let that fucking guy stand in there.
But apparently, this guy that we're talking about, the shadow person's been around here for 8 years, but he was away for a long time. And then when Sam came around, apparently he came back again. Before, he would just occasionally torment Michelle with terrible quizzes she could never answer.
What?
So you had him before, and he went away, but now he came back, right?
Oh, yes, it's 100% going on. We're going to do something now, but it shouldn't take too long to do a simple ritual. Michelle did something similar when she did the Ouija board many years ago. That's why the Ouija board didn't work.
Okay.
I still have 2 unused Ouija boards, too. What are you thinking? Well, remember I told you can use a Ouija board in reverse. Oh, yes, but you don't need to.
I don't know if you should be using that Ouija board, Michelle.
Don't be messing with them things.
You shouldn't need to use it anyway, because you already got Mother and Father Yahweh working with you on that. So, and plus, they're going to also have the ability to send Archmichael, the Archangel, down to protect you. So, you don't need to use any kind of Ouija board. And I'm not going to be streaming it on YouTube because I'm going to... Michelle, I think you should stream it on YouTube because I think people would like to see it.
Ouija boards are...
You really think so?
Right back.
Oh, you got a busy day, Michelle.
Yeah, we'll start with the more fun thing. I'll show you guys the truck set up and show you how it works.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't actually picked up any loads in a while on my truck, so I'm kind of just using CEO privilege because I got a crew of other drivers. So they've been bringing in the green stamps while I've been waffling around the roads, just cruising and smashing into road signs. I swear to God, the last time you ran into that curbside or that curb rail, I thought I heard the sound of breaking glass. I think I broke my headlight. Oh no! Fortunately, he has 0 damage turned on, so your accurate headlights are just fine. That's why.
No.
I should still go to the Kenworth dealer and then give the truck a physical anyway.
How far is Parasolo? I don't want his location, but like how far are you? Do you think from Michelle? Is that a long trek?
I don't know where Parasolo lives.
It's more likely to happen if he's closer.
I remember when I first heard about it.
Right. Chris Bliss, do you not know anything about these things?
I almost like we never heard about this program because the state has been trying to keep it on the ground.
Sam, is he the one that came there?
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving?
Sam was the bigger one, and Chris was the nice one with the guitar.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure which one was which.
Another thing Michelle's got to do is she's got so much stuff in her bedroom, like a pile of clothes to the ceiling. Like I said, it looks like Mount Wilson. Just clean clothes. They're sitting on top of her dresser. And I don't know where they all go. I don't either.
You don't have any space in the wardrobe? Do you have a wardrobe?
I don't think so. I have to look. The metal bar is already sagging pretty heavily as it is.
What about one of those racks, Michelle, that have wheels?
That would work. You could hang your stuff up on them.
I used to have one of those that someone left behind, but it was too big to fit in the closet.
Well, you'll have to have it outside the closet, obviously, but it's better than the floor.
Yeah, sitting on top of the dresser, actually.
Well, it's better than sitting on top of the dresser. Sure, you've got a little space.
This is some of the things that Michelle has to do. She has to find a place to put the stuff because she has too much stuff.
You have to hang it up when it's closed, Michelle, or you'll never know what you've got. It'll all be underneath everything. You've got to be able to see what you've got.
You won't get around to it.
Yeah, let's put one of those.
Plus, she has a bottle of clothes from when Ed was here that's still sitting in the corner, never sorted either. Yeah, I know.
That's true.
Do you know, Michelle, that wouldn't take
and Krista might be able to do something with it on Monday.
You could sit there on a chair and just throw things in piles. Throw away, keep. Throw away, keep.
I think maybe what we and Krista could do, she might be able to come by on Monday, is we can go through.
Why can't you sort your own clothes, Michelle? It's not something you couldn't do.
But I mean, someone's gonna pack them up to bring them down to the Goodwill.
Just put them in a trash bag.
Yeah, I got trash bags.
Right, that's all you got to do. One for the trash bag, one's gonna keep. One for the trash bag, one you're gonna keep.
I know how it works. Yeah. I know how it works with Queen Sweep. I watched the show enough time with Niecy Nash.
Right, and then put one of those wheelie clothes hangers on your wish list.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
Exactly.
Job done, Michelle.
I don't think this apartment was designed for someone that has as much clothes as Michelle has. She has so many things that.
But for somebody who has so many clothes.
She has 2 dressers, and they're both filled.
But, Michelle, for somebody who has so many clothes, why do you keep wearing the same things over and over again?
Oh, because Michelle likes certain things that are her favorite things that she likes to wear. That's why.
We'll start.
You probably got things. Yeah, you probably got things hidden away that you've forgotten about.
Just show us some more stuff that you have. Is there anything else you have there that you
like? A video clip of this character that Noodles recorded is on his channel. I'm sure Noodles can give you an outtake of that, so you can watch it.
Where'd he go?
I don't know where he went right now, but... So... Either way, we are going to need to do some things because this last entity was one that was sucking all the energy out of Michelle.
Okay.
Like a flea sucks the energy out of a dog. But after we kind of got him to jump away from Michelle last night and the cat calmed down and she finally fell asleep, that was good. But
okay,
we know, just like the Wicked Witch of the West, we know what they're thinking. I'll get you my baby little dog Toto too. Oh, in your case, a cat.
but this time it's your cat too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a higher level demonic. It's not one of the wraiths. The wraiths are really just annoying, but this guy is going for the jugular. He wants Michelle's soul so bad.
What's he doing to you?
I don't know what he's finding so interesting about Michelle. He's kind of interested in me too. He wants to go after Carmen, but Michelle is his prize. Thank you very much, Bell. Much appreciated.
So what's he doing? What's he trying to do?
So
that's what I'm saying.
The person on Discord or Kick is saying, Cole Goy 93. Hello, great streamer. I see you really well. That's why I follow you. You're streaming for a lot.
Yeah, we got no money. Guy on Kick. Sorry. No money.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry. I'm not signing up to your MCN. No.
Michelle, see this dump?
Yeah.
That's got potential, though. I kind of like the layout.
This is North Canaan, Connecticut. This is about 25 miles west of Michelle's apartment.
Can we show it on screen?
I can see it.
Are you showing this, Michelle?
Yeah, okay, I'll put it on the screen now, guys. 1 minute. All right, let me make it maximum so you can all see
That would be perfect for you, Michelle. One for
yeah, it would. It really
are
would.
The windows smashed or they just look like they are?
All right, so the story behind this is that this property over there, that's Route 44 right there, guys.
Right.
So this street here is called Bond Street, like James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In North Canaan, and this is the first property on the left-hand side of the road.
Okay.
This was sold in 2018 for $28,000. The raw land itself is worth about $50,000.
Okay.
But somebody bought this to flip it, and I can't cross the line here. It's got a tape thing, but somebody brought this to flip it. It looks like they started working on it. They put a new roof here on this part. See the brown roof?
Yeah.
They never got to fixing this. Looks like they bought a new oil tank there that's sitting there rusting away.
Yeah.
They ran out of money. Maybe COVID happened or whatever, and they
oh my God, it's worse than
they just let it sit to rot. And so this is being sold as a tax deed in February for about $10,000. This entire property. So the question is it worth buying? Because you may have to tear this whole thing down.
Yeah.
You're probably going to have to sink a good $100,000 at least into it, I think, to fix it up properly. There's old trees that need to be cut. But it's a nice spot. I'm facing north, so it's got the south side of the sun all day long here in front of it.
So solar panels will work good on that.
One level. It's got Route 44 right there, so you may be able to catch a bus there, Michelle.
Yeah.
This may be something you could consider if you get some investors together to put together a plan to rehab this place.
The only one that knows anything about real estate is you.
I wouldn't. I don't like these kind of things because there's too much work. I want to get in and get out quickly. With these tax deeds in Connecticut, you have to sit for 6 months.
Well, do you know anything about the well or the septic?
Plus, that.
Do you know anything about the well or the septic on it?
Here somewhere. The septic's back there somewhere downhill.
Okay.
Or it might have city sewer. It does have a fire hydrant in front, which is good for insurance purposes. But there's probably a volunteer fire department here, which is not good for insurance services.
Yeah.
Or purposes. You know, you're gonna have to pay more money when you have a volunteer fire department because
So
they don't
that
get
means
here
that there must
as
be
quickly.
access to municipal water system, at least in part, for the fire hydrant.
I mean, if it has water, it's a plus.
Not only is he a handicap,
Look okay. It doesn't look like.
Stop right here and get out and make sure.
Morning, Golden Girl.
But here's the
Golden Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, just start a home for Michelle if she can get somebody that's a handy person to help her make it happen.
You're going to need more than a handy person for that. You're going to need a lot of money.
Oh,
yeah, this is going to be like a year-long project.
Does it have any broken windows in the house? I mean, that's the first thing.
Properly to flip.
The windows
So
are the last.
I check these places out on the weekend to see if it's a good deal, and you know, I can't tie up that much money inside a deal like this. That may not even work, you know, because you may bite off more than you can chew with this house. Yeah. You go in there and it's completely rotted and it's a whole tear down, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm going to continue
if the land
down
is
Route
worth
44
more than
to
the house,
west. I'm going to go into New York State.
Then there's a red building over there too.
So I just wanted to come up and show you guys the typical flipper's nightmare here.
Yeah.
So somebody's giving up this property here.
How many acres is that land anyway? How many acres is that land?
The land, I think, is at least an acre and a half, maybe 2 acres.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking the house is a bonus. If you can partially renovate it, maybe tear down the worst of it and renovate, build on the good part of it.
How's the reception here?
So, not really great.
Okay.
How many bars are you getting out of that thing?
All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to pop in real quick. I'm going to continue on west on 44. I'm going to go to New York.
How's Major Dog acting now that we got away from this place? Because we're going to see if we can get either Parasol or David S. to come up here and find out who this evil person
guys.
is.
Take care. I'll be listening.
All right. See you later. It was probably a nice place, but it was neglected for so long. It's going to take a long time to renovate it. Something with deep pockets. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a money pit.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the movies I want to try to get is The Money Pit for Tuesday.
That's a good movie, Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, it's 12:30. I'm going to have to get a move on.
Carmen never drowned cats. I never did that to cats. That's not even true story.
That never happened. I hope comedy's okay, Golden. I haven't seen
where is
him
Comedy Flow? I haven't seen him
a long time.
Yeah, where is he?
He was here yesterday briefly.
Oh, I didn't see him, I don't think.
I saw Golden Girl yesterday, but I didn't see her today either.
She's here.
Yes, she is. I see her now.
All right, so I'll see you all later. Everybody, night show at 7:00. Michelle will also be doing 2 streams in between.
3, because you got this one, you got the vertical showing the gaming controller set up with the wheel, and then we're going to do some trucking, and then we're going to be doing a night show at 7.
Okay, so I'll see everybody later. Have a great day. Goodbye.
And as far as the last impromptu thing, it's not going to be televised. because I don't think it would be good for YouTube ratings. You kidding? That'd be great for YouTube ratings. Yeah,
are you nuts?
But you don't really want to make this into something that people can make it think it's a mockery either.
Yeah.
Because it is serious. When it starts affecting dogs and cats, you know you got a problem. Yes.
What's happening with the cat?
Well, Rusty was doing the same thing Major was doing. He was freaking out, clawing Michelle, biting Michelle. Like she's trying to get the evil person away from Michelle.
Oh.
And after Michelle finally kicked the evil person away from her, the cat calmed down and went and laid on his usual corner of the bed. But he was watching that door very carefully.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. Try to take care of that. So next stream, which will be in about less than 15, 20 minutes, is going to be showing the wheel setup.
Okay.
I don't know how it's going to go to pick up an order because I don't know which button will hitch the truck to the trailer. We got to figure out how you can't read your GPS. My GPS has a voice, Michelle. Oh, yeah, it does talk.
Oh, does it?
She usually listens to the voice anyway. Occasionally, we'll still look down. We'll see if Michelle can move the. When you see the vertical, you'll see what the problem is that Michelle has to figure out a solution to.
Okay.
Yeah, it does talk about the Wheel of Frustration, the song. But now we got the wheel, so now you can sort of see what the problem is in the actual installation. So everybody, that's just coming up in a little bit. Also, please pray to your divine spirits that we will be safe from the evil ones. Because really, that was unnerving last night. But me and Carmen and Lumi kept our composure because we've dealt with it before. But if you guys could pray to your god or goddesses and ask that they protect us, because, you know, the demon is still here. I feel him. He's in here. He's
what
lurking.
Happened last night?
I can't tell you everything what happened last night because we just discussed it already when we first started the show. You may want to rewind the tape and watch it.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. So, see you later, Tina. So, you have a nice day, okay?
You too.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And for the rest of you guys, you're going to get going too. And so, I want to say that I thank you all for, understanding that I am not working with the Dark Ones. I have nothing to gain by working with the Dark Ones. In fact, if anything, they don't want anything to do with me either. Because I'm still a devout Catholic. So is Michelle, but Michelle is the prize. They want Michelle. For some reason, she's the big one they want. They don't even really like me either. But we got to protect Michelle at all costs. She's important not only to the demons, but she's also important to Mother and Father God. And she's also important to YouTube. Yes, we are. So may MicheleMarieDalene be saved from the dark ones in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, guys.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she